It is a rainy day here in San Diego. It is only noon, but it feels like it's nighttime. It is so dark outside. I hope the lighting is not too bad. But I have some really fun things in front of me. And as always, everything I'm going to share with you will be listed and linked down below in the info box. And if I happen to have a discount code, it is also linked down below. Bean is in my lab, in case you're hearing some background noise. But the first thing I am super excited about is brand new. I just got it in the mail about a week ago, so I haven't been able to use it too much, but like I said, I'm super excited about it. And it is this red light therapy glove by Maisama. If you have been here for a little while, you know I'm a big fan of red light therapy. It is a modality I wholeheartedly believe in and use on an almost daily basis. Now, the reason I'm so excited about this little guy is that while I have a full body panel, which I, to be honest, don't use as frequently as I would like to, because it is a bit time consuming. But even when I stand in front of my panel, my arms are by my sides, so my hands are not getting the benefits of red light therapy. For my hands to be exposed, I would have to stand like this, which wouldn't be too comfortable for 10 minutes. So I'm really excited that Beth Sanderson from Maisama came out with this little guy. So now even my hands can benefit from red light therapy. And of course we know that red light therapy has cosmetic benefits, such as it can help reduce fine lines and wrinkles, it can help fade hyperpigmentation, it can help with redness, and so on. And my hands can use all the love and help they can get. I did take before pictures. I will use this little guy for 6 weeks, take after pictures, and of course share them with you. But it's not just the cosmetic benefits I'm excited about. We know that red light therapy can also help with inflammation and pain relief. And a long time ago, in another lifetime, I was not just a personal trainer and yoga teacher, but also a certified massage therapist. And I did mainly deep tissue massage. And from doing about 13 years or so of deep tissue massage, my hands are often not that happy. They're often quite achy. And when I notice it mostly is when I lift weights. Often the first 15 minutes or so of me lifting weights, my hands will be stiff and achy. And once they warm up, they are a lot better. But I'm excited to see what red light therapy on a regular basis on my hands can do for that. Now, there are, of course, other red light therapy gloves available on the market. But the reason I haven't invested in one earlier is that, sorry, I have an itch right here, is that just like with my full body panel, using them is time consuming. You have to put your hands in them and then just sit there. Who does that anymore? We all want to multitask. We want to scroll on our phone, work on a computer, and so on. So that is what sets this apart from everything else available on the market. I can actually wear this little guy while editing, scrolling on my phone, and so on. So once again, Beth really nailed it. She thought of everything. Now, as far as the specs, altogether this little guy has 144 LEDs, and the wavelengths are 630 nanometers for red and 830 nanometers for near infrared. What's really nice is that you can use the wavelengths separately. So you can use just red, just near infrared, or red and near infrared combined. And like all Maisama LED devices, this little guy has pulse light technology. It is FDA approved and UKCA certified. As far as the price, this little guy is $235, which I think is actually really fair. But right now, because of Black Friday, Beth is having some incredible deals. You can get up to 50% off right now on the Maisama website. I will link all the details down below. And one more thing about this little guy, because of the design, you can use it on other parts of your body as well, such as on top of your head for scalp health, your décolleté, your knee, or anywhere else you want to see some skin improvement or have pain. So this little guy I'm super excited about. I'm excited to first of all see what it can do as far as improving the look of my hands. As you can see, especially on my right hand, I have quite a few sunspots. And I even have a scar right here, so it will be interesting to see if any of this is going to fade over the next 6 weeks. But I'm also excited to see again what this little guy can do as far as the discomfort in my hands. I will keep you posted. The next thing I have really been enjoying is this vitamin C serum by Educated Mess called Golden Hour. If you have been here for a bit, you know I love the MDRA vitamin C serum. It is one of the few ascorbic acid serums my skin can actually handle. But while I love the MDRA vitamin C serum, it is unfortunately not cheap. And several of you have asked me if I could please try some cheaper alternatives. So for the past few months, I have tried, I believe, 4 different vitamin C serums. This is by far my favorite. This is a gold stabilized ascorbic acid serum. And the reason it is gold stabilized, the company says, is that the gold, first of all, prevents the vitamin C from being broken down once the bottle is opened. But it also extends the lifespan of the vitamin C, because we do know ascorbic acid can be a bit fuzzy and it oxidizes quite easily. Now, the ingredient deck on this is really impressive. It contains water, of course, glycerin, ascorbic acid, gold, glutathione, which we know is another very powerful antioxidant, white ginger root extract, lactobacillus, sodium hyaluronate, radish root ferment. It even contains alpha-hydroxy acids. It contains glycolic acid, lactic acid, malic acid, tartaric acid, and I believe citric acid. But while this is an ascorbic acid serum, and by the way, the company does not specify the percentage of ascorbic acid used in here, but the ascorbic acid being the 3rd ingredient, I would imagine the percentage is quite high. So while this is an ascorbic acid serum with a probably quite high percentage of ascorbic acid, and while it does contain alpha-hydroxy acids, this is not the slightest bit irritating. It is a beautiful serum. It goes on like water, basically. It is, as you can see-through. And I've had this for probably a month now. So it has been open for about a month. And you can see it has not oxidized at all. It is still completely clear. You can hopefully see how runny it is. But it basically goes on like water. It is super thin and hydrating. And unlike any other ascorbic acid serum I have ever used, it doesn't have the stickiness which ascorbic acid serums usually have, and it has 0 scent. Very often ascorbic acid will have somewhat of a hot dog smell, which is not my favorite scent. This has 0 scent, and like I said, it just sinks in beautifully, does not leave a sticky residue. It is really absolutely gorgeous. So I'm glad I tried this, and I think I'm going to use this from now on because it's about half the price of the MDR. This is $85, but if you get it on subscription, I believe it's $77. I will put the price right here if I'm wrong. And I'm certain they will have a great Black Friday deal as well. I will link it down below. So far, I don't think I have a discount code with this company, but I will try to get one for us and for myself as well. And if I get one, of course, I will link it down below. Have you tried this? If so, let us know down below. And if you haven't, what are some of your favorite vitamin C serums? Please share them down below. And talking about finding a cheap alternative. Again, if you have been here for a little while, you probably know that I love the Necessaire. Oh, what is it called? I left it in the bathroom. I'm so sorry. I will put a picture of it right here. It is the retinol night treatment, which contains 10% alpha-hydroxy acids, as well as retinol. It is absolutely beautiful. I have repurchased it over and over and over again. It is one of the very few body products I've ever seen a visible difference from. You saw what my hands look like. Unfortunately, my arms and legs look the same because I used to be a sun worshipper. But like I said, the Necessaire body lotion has actually made a visible difference, which is why I keep repurchasing it over and over, even though unfortunately it is not cheap. But again, several of you have asked me, could I please try some cheap alternatives? So I did. I tried, I don't know how many different body lotions containing alpha-hydroxy acids, as well as a retinoid, and I didn't like any of them. They were either too smelly or too heavy or too irritating, or they didn't do anything. So I couldn't find necessarily a dupe to the Necessaire body lotion. But what I have been using for the last months to see if it would make the same impact as the Necessaire body lotion, Bean just went downstairs. She got too antsy. Hopefully she will not be too obnoxious. But what I have been using instead is not a body lotion, but the prequel. This is the multi-acid alpha-hydroxy acid exfoliating solution. So this is not a body lotion. It is a toner that can be used on the face or body. It is 7 ml and sells for, I believe, $23. If I'm wrong, I will put it in the corner right here. So a good price for the amount. So definitely something we can use on the body. But again, it is not a body lotion and it does not contain a retinoid. So it is not a dupe to the Necessaire body lotion. But as far as efficacy, this is definitely up there. So what I have been doing for the last months or so, I have not used my Necessaire body lotion to see how this would perform. But every second or third night, I have been using this. I can't use it every night. It is incredibly strong. It's quite powerful. But what I do is, so this is like a milky toner. I will pour some in my hand, mix it up, and then apply it all over my body like a body lotion. I will let it sink in and do its magic, and I can usually really feel it do its magic. It will start to tingle and itch a bit, which is the alpha-hydroxy acids working. And then after a few minutes, I will take a body lotion of my choice, and I will show you one in a second that I have really been loving. Mix a bit of my generic tretinoin in it. So not a retinol, which is what the Necessaire body lotion contains, but actually retinoic acid, so a step up. Mix about a pea size or so in some body lotion and then apply that all over my body. And I do feel, having done that for the last months or so, I have definitely gotten the same effect as I have gotten from the Necessaire body lotion. So again, not necessarily a dupe, but more affordable, because this again is 7 ml, $23. This, I have been using this, I've had this for longer than the months I have been using it on my body. I was trying it on all kinds of different places. My feet, my face, it's too strong for my face. For the feet, I'm beautiful. But this, I don't even think I've made a dent. So this will last forever. And then I think all of us have some body lotion laying around. We can mix a bit of generic tretinoin or retinol in it, or a retinol, whatever we have laying around, and get the same effect as I have been getting from the Necessaire body lotion. So if you have not tried the prequel multi-acid milk peel alpha-hydroxy acid exfoliating solution, I would highly recommend it. I don't know if I would recommend it to use on the face. For me, definitely too strong. If you have really resilient skin, you might like it on the face. But for the body, I think it's really great. And again, I have also been using it on my feet, which are always dry and flaky, and it does a beautiful job there as well. If you have used this, I really hope Bean is not being too loud down there. She's chewing on her bone. Hopefully I can blur out the background noise. But if you have used this, please let us know down below. Or if you have a favorite body lotion containing alpha-hydroxy acids and maybe even a retinoid, let us know down below. Talking about body lotion, I was actually sent, and I left that in the bathroom as well. I'm sorry, I will put a picture of it right here. But I was actually sent the Corpus body butter quite a while ago. And as you can see, it's a small tube, and I wasn't quite sure what it was. I thought it was a hand cream because of the size. So I didn't use it for the longest time. And then when I went on vacation last month, I wanted just a small moisturizer. So I thought, let me just throw this in my bag and use it up. Even if it is a hand cream, I can use it on my body. Well, I ended up falling in love with it. First of all, it's not a hand cream. The size is a bit confusing. It is a body butter, but it is so, so beautiful. And that small little size lasted me the whole vacation. It lasted me for 15 days, using it morning and night. And every time I got out of the bathroom after I applied it, somebody that walked by me would say, "Wow, you smell so nice." It is beautiful, so beautiful that when I came home, I right away purchased the big container. Not only did I purchase a big container, but I did repurchase the small one as well for travel, because it is a perfect size for travel. But this is the most beautiful body butter I have tried. And I have tried quite a few different body butters lately. I was sent, I think, 5 different body butters by different companies. I didn't like any of them. I am so picky, apparently, with my body lotions, and especially body butters. Obviously, a body butter, you want to be nice and buttery. But some of the body butters I was very kindly sent were so buttery or really greasy that they just would not sink in. And I had to eventually wipe them off so I wouldn't stain my clothing or the couch. And then some of them were also not very nicely scented. This one is perfection. Not only is it buttery and lovely, but it sinks in, and I used way too much. A little goes a long way. So what I just used here is really for both of my arms usually. But even though I just used so much, you can see it sinks in beautifully. It is incredibly hydrating, but not sticky. There is no residue, and the scent is so lovely. Now, this scent is called Envert or Engreen, and it is a combination of bergamot, pink lemon, orange blossom, and cardamom. I can't tell you that I can detect all these notes separately, but together, this is heavenly. It smells green and clean and beautiful. I have really been loving this. And I have been using this at least once a day, sometimes twice a day, with a bit of my retinoic acid at night after the prequel solution. But even though I have been using this sometimes twice daily for the last 6 weeks or so, you can see how much of it I have left. So a little definitely goes a long way. But once this is empty, I will definitely repurchase it. And like I said, I did also purchase the smaller one, which is perfect for travel. Now, this is vegan and cruelty-free. It has no synthetic fragrance, no parabens, no sodium lauryl sulfate, and no phthalates. I do believe the body butter only comes in 1 scent. But again, the scent is heavenly. If you have tried this, let us know down below. I know that Cindy from Beyond 50 Skin also loves this. But again, if you have tried it, let us know down below. Or if you have a favorite body butter, let us know down below. Now, because I love this so much, I also got the matching deodorant. So this is also the Envert or Engreen. But I do believe the deodorant comes in 6 different scents. At some point I will try them all, but right now I'm in love with this scent right here. Now, this deodorant doesn't contain any aluminum, nor baking soda, synthetic fragrances. It is vegan and cruelty-free, and they say proudly filled and packaged in California, which they also say with their body butter. But this has the same scent as the body butter, and I really love having the combination, because one thing I don't like, and one reason I don't often get scented body products, is too many conflicting smells or scents. So usually when I have a deodorant, which I really like the scent of, I don't like having a scented body butter because I feel they just compete. But having it matching is really nice. This goes on clear. It's a deodorant. It's not that exciting, but it goes on clear and I love this scent. It doesn't prevent me from sweating. I'm a big sweater. It doesn't prevent me from sweating, but it prevents me from smelling. If you have a favorite deodorant, share down below. The last thing I have really been loving is I read an amazing book. I just finished it actually, called We All Want Impossible Things. Now, I don't want to give too much away, but basically, in a nutshell, it is a story about a female friendship, and one of the women is dying. It is such a well-written, sad, funny, thought-provoking book. I laughed, I cried, I enjoyed every second of it. It was so well written. I didn't want to put it down. If you have read this book, please let us know down below how you felt about it. But I really loved it. I was sad when it was over. And I have just downloaded another one of Catherine Newman's books. I wasn't familiar with her before, but I really like her writing style. So I will keep you posted how I like this new book. But again, if you have read this book or any other of Catherine Newman's books, let us know down below. Or if you have a favorite book, let us know down below. Also, anything else you have really been enjoying, anything that has made your life happier, brighter, let us know down below. Any questions or comments, please share them down below. You know, I always love to hear from you. I hope Beanie wasn't too obnoxious in the background. And thank you so much for being here. Until next time, bye.